Warm welcome to the students of Narayana. This is Radhakrishnan standing in front of you. Today we are going to discuss about the physics assignment of class 9th. The concept is nothing but motion. Now let us see the first question. The question is nothing but, as shown in the figure, a point traverses the curved path. Draw the displacement vector from the given points A to B. Here displacement is nothing but a vector quantity. Displacement is nothing but a vector quantity. The shortest distance between initial and final points in a specified direction is called displacement. Then how to represent a displacement? Let us see. The shortest distance between initial and final points in a specified direction. Specified direction is called a displacement vector. So this is the representation of displacement vector. Now let us see the second question. How do you differentiate about speed and average velocity? Already you know very well, speed is nothing but distance by time taken is called speed. Distance by time taken is called as speed, whereas average velocity is nothing but total displacement by total time taken is called average velocity. Average velocity means average velocity is equals to total displacement by total time taken. The total displacement by total time taken is called average velocity. Speed is nothing but distance by time taken. Distance by time taken is called speed, and average velocity is nothing but total displacement by total time taken. Here speed is nothing but speed is a scalar quantity, whereas velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is nothing but a vector quantity. This is the way we can differentiate the speed and average velocity. So speed is nothing but distance by time taken, whereas average velocity is nothing but total displacement by total time taken. And SI units and CCS units of both speed and average velocity will be same. SI units and CCS units of both speed and average velocity will be same. This is the differential between speed and average velocity. Now let us see the next one. That is third question. Show that the direction of velocity is tangent to the path of a point of a intersect when the body is in uniform motion. Let us see, it is the best example for the circular motion. Suppose a body is tied with the help of a string. A body is tied with the help of a string. Then it is drilled in a vertical circular path. Otherwise it is to be drilled in a circular path. A body is tied with the help of a string and drilled in a circular path. Then uniform motion means it travels equal distances in equal intervals of time. See, what is the direction of velocity tangent at the path of a point? Tangent means if you draw any tangent drawn to the circle, okay, that is nothing but a tangent. Then if you remove the object, means if an object is tied with the help of a string, then it is drilled in a vertical circular path. Then if you remove your hand, then what happens? The object will move along the tangent of a circle. The object will move along the tangent of a circle. That is the explanation for this third question. Now let us see the fourth question. What is a vector and how does vector represent and explain? Let us see. A vector means a physical quantity having both magnitude and direction and also obey the laws of vector addition is called vector quantity. Is called vector quantity. A physical quantity having both magnitude and direction. A physical quantity having both magnitude and direction and also obey the laws of vector addition is called vector quantity. And how does vector represent? Explain. Means a vector is represented by an arrow. Here the starting point A is called the initial point or tail of the vector. This is nothing but a tail of the vector, and the terminus point and final point B is called a head of the vector. It is the representation of a vector. It is the representation of a vector. And the point B is nothing but a head of the vector. Head of the vector. This is the representation of a vector. Now let us see the next question. Describe the graphical method to calculate the instantaneous speed at a given time. Instantaneous speed at a given time. Now let us see, graphical representation means can you draw the graph? Can you draw the graph like this? Okay, take this is x-axis and this is nothing but a y-axis. Take distance values in the y-axis and time taken is nothing but x-axis. Time values in the x-axis. Then if you draw the graph, versus distance versus time graph. If you take the graph from the distance versus time graph, and the graph must be a straight line passing through horizon, the slope of the graph will give the instantaneous velocity or instantaneous speed. The slope of the graph will give the instantaneous speed. Slope of the graph will give instantaneous speed. Means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x. Slope of the graph means y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is nothing but instantaneous speed. That is equals to s2 minus s1 by t2 minus t1 will give the instantaneous speed. Means here you should take any two values like this. This is s1 and this is s2. Here t1 and t2 like this. S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1 will give the instantaneous speed. The speed of a particle at a particular instant of time is nothing but instantaneous speed. So, from the graphical, you can represent the instantaneous speed like this. Means S2 minus S1 by T2 minus T1 is a representation of instantaneous speed. The speed of a particle at a particular instant of time is called instantaneous speed. And this is a graphical representation of instantaneous speed. Thank you.